Almost 25 lakh students wrote NEET 2024, and we know that the seats are very less. We have an approximate of 1 lakh seats. Now, as you see, the numbers are not matching. Now, what is the other option? The other option is to do your MBBS abroad. So today in this video, I'm going to tell you all the pros and cons, and is it actually worth doing your MBBS abroad. So stay tuned till the end of the video if you want to choose MBBS abroad, and I'll tell you the pros and cons depending on the countries that you choose. So let's continue the video, and definitely do not forget to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Now, who are the students who should choose MBBS abroad? That is, if you want a world-class education, you should choose MBBS abroad. And if you want global exposure, and not only that, students, affordable tuition. I don't know how many of you know about this. Private medical colleges in India can go up to 80 lakhs. That is again approximate. Okay, we have to wait and see how much it can go this year. Now, if your budget is somewhere in 20 to 30 lakhs or maybe below that, and you cannot afford any private medical colleges in India, then you can definitely choose it abroad. Then the next thing is high job prospects. You feel like, no, I will continue my career there, then you can definitely choose any places, any countries that I'm going to mention. Now, let's see. Before that, I don't know how many of you know that if you want to choose MBBS, you should have a proper budget plan. And if you feel that I cannot choose private medical colleges in India, then your other choice is abroad. So, who are the students who can choose MBBS abroad? First is people who have a budget constraint. Second is people who have taken multiple drops. If you're taken multiple drops and you do not want to write NEET again next year, then you should definitely make your choice, because if your goal is only MBBS, then this is the last option. Now, students, lack of seats. As you know, there is lot of, very less seats. Especially government medical colleges are very less, the seats are very less. Then what is the other option? You have to find a multiple other options, right? And more exposure. If you want a different experience, right? Going to a different country, learning from there, it's a total different experience by itself. So if you want to experience that, then you should choose abroad. Now, what happens is, most of the students watch videos about the pros of going to some place. But some of the students fail to understand that if you want to come back to India and practice here, or start your own clinic or work in a hospital, do any kind of that, then you have to join a college which follows all the NMC guidelines. This is where most of the students fail to understand that after going there, they get very stuck and they do not know what to do, because the agencies would not be picking their call. A lot of scams and frauds happen every single year. So listen carefully, what are the NMC guidelines that you have to follow? The college that you're joining should have a course duration of around 5.5 years to 6 years. 6 years. That should be the course duration for MBBS. That is around 4.5 years plus 1 year internship. So make sure to check this. Next thing is, students, LOP, that is license to practice. So license of practice should be given from the country that you have completed your MBBS itself. So make sure that you get the license there, or there is the exam also is easy. If there is no exam, many places do not have any exams, but many places have exams. So make sure that you understand all that procedure, then only join the college. The next thing is transfer not allowed. Many students after first 2 years, they transfer, or they go to another college, or for their graduation, they go to another college. Now, what happens is, transfer is no more allowed. Previously, it was allowed, but now it's no more allowed. So, first of all, if you're joining a good college, you will not have the need to keep transferring. Right, because the college will be really good, quality will be good, you just have to continue and finish your course. So this is again a very small thing, many students do it, so that's why I want to mention. Next is NEET qualified. You have to qualify NEET for joining any place, okay? And your NEET qualification, again your marks have to be, there is 3 years, 3 years only you can have the validity of your NEET marks. That is, now imagine a student who wrote in 2023 will have a validity up to 2026 to 27. Okay, that you have to check with the colleges. You cannot be like, I wrote my exam in 2019, but now I want to do MBBS. It will not be valid at all. Okay. Now, students, complete English. Make sure that you check colleges where the entire curriculum is in English. Next thing is lower age limit, that is 17 years. The lower age limit is 17 years. Again, all of you know that. Now, the next thing is which are the places that you can choose. You can choose Russia, Georgia, Nepal, Bangladesh, China, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Armenia, Philippines and European countries. Again, all the European countries. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you which are the places or which are the countries that fall into the NMC guidelines and some might not, or which are the pros and cons of each places. Now, let's check into this tabular column. Wherever I have put tick, that means they are following the NMC guidelines. Now, look here, minimum course duration of 54 months, that is 4.5 years plus 1 year internship in Russia. Russia, you can see everything is a tick. That means they have transfer not allowed, 1 year internship, completely English medium. But the license, when you want to take the license, there will be an exam which will be in Russian language. Now, a lot of Indian students are right now pursuing their, course in Russia. That is because throughout your, MBBS, your course, they will be teaching you a little Russian. So, most of the students learn the language and write the exam. Again, it won't be very difficult for you if you are good at learning different languages. A lot of students here also learn French and German and has traveled there. So, most of the students have that skill and have that liking. So, if you are a person who feel that I can study another language in the entire duration, then definitely choose Russia. Because again, Russian language, the exam will be conducted, Neet qualified. Again, Georgia also students, you can see everything is ticked. But when it comes to license of practice, here the problem is only after your UG and PG program, you will be getting the license to practice. Many students do not want that. Many students after your UG exam itself want to do that. But here, the entire, once you finish the entire course, UG plus PG, then only you will get license of practice. And Neet qualified. Students, Nepal also everything is ticked, Bangladesh also everything is ticked, but in Bangladesh, there is a thing that only one drop is allowed. That means your Neet marks has to be only after one drop, not multiple drops. 2, 3, 4 drops. You cannot join any colleges in Bangladesh, only one drop is allowed. Again, students, China, everything is okay, but the problem is the license test, right? Again, it happens in Chinese language, and I don't know how many of you know this, that Chinese language is one of the most difficult languages to learn. And it does not happen in a L1 or L2 levels, it happens in advanced level. So, learning the language will be a task. So, I would say do not choose China right now at all. Again, Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan, everything is ticked. But I have heard that Kazakhstan, there's a lot of corruption. Corruption in the sense, I'm not telling from the government, but inside the colleges, from the professors and other things, they try to loot a lot of money from the Indian students. Again, if you are smart enough, if you feel like, no, I will not fall into this, definitely you can choose these two places. Now, students, the next places, yes, the next places is Armenia. Armenia also everything is good. That is, all the NMC guidelines have been followed, but most of the students do not choose it. Okay. Now, Philippines. Now, the problem with Philippines is they do not follow the first category of NMC guideline, that is 4.5 to 5.5 years. They follow only 4 years. Again, a lot of students have been having a complaint. Before, practice also was not allowed in Philippines. Now they have given approval for practice. So now what students do is, those who completed their MBBS, MD, everything, they continue their career there. Some of them come back. Okay, some of them come back. So Philippines, again, now it's a little question mark. Otherwise, you have to come back here, write the exam, and you can continue the practice. Maybe you will have to do 1 year of internship as well here. Okay. Now, students, here also as same thing, license and internship will be an issue in Philippines, but it's very affordable, very good medical, exposure, everything is there, very good place, and even cost of living also is very similar to India, like it's not very expensive. But when you come to European countries, everything is okay, but here the tuition fees is very high. That is, it almost comes to your private medical colleges in India, that is around 80 lakhs. It can go above that because depending on the lifestyle, depending on the place you are staying, everything, the cost of living is very high in European countries. Now, students, according to me, which are the best options that you can choose? You can definitely choose Nepal, as you feel a very Indian, like the touch is very similar. That means the culture, the food, everything is more affordable, and people also are very nice. So Nepal is a good choice for people, and as it is very close, any problem you can always travel back. The next option is Bangladesh. Again, Bangladesh also, it's very good place, like affordability. Now, their tuition fees might come up to 20 to 35 lakhs. Okay, it can even go below depending on which college you're choosing. Everything depends on you, depends on what you want to do there. Okay, now Russia also, as I told you, it's a very good place. Lot of Indians are there. But the thing is, again, if you have the ability, you feel that I can learn the Russian language and write the exam, many students have qualified. It's not like impossible. So you can definitely choose Russia. The last one is European countries. If you feel that you can afford, the tuition fees up to 80 lakhs, then, but you also don't want to join in India, you want to go abroad, then European countries is your choice, as the facilities there, the exposure there is really good, and also you feel that you are in a lot of luxury there because of the colleges and everything. Okay, now students, the most important thing many students miss out on. You see the pros, you see the college, you see the ambience, you see the atmosphere, you try to make friends there, everything you do. But some things that you ignore after going there, you feel that, oh no, I should have done this, are some things like, first thing is visa process. That is, some students, please do understand that different countries, the timeline is different for the visa. So if you have planned right now, then you should make your entire plan, that is the entire timeline has to be set so that you can apply for the visa, when you are going, everything. Okay, the next thing is clinical training. In some places, understand, most of it will be like you say demo types. Okay, you will not have direct exposure to, when you're doing a post-mortem study, all that direct exposure to dead bodies will be not there. So that kind of clinical trainings you have to check if they are, okay with it, or they're like, no, there's a lot of restrictions on that, so we will only use demo, or the, all that you have to check. Next thing is NMC guidelines. This is very important. If you want to come back to India and practice, you have to check the places that follows NMC guidelines. As I told you, I have put into the places which and all are following NMC guidelines properly. I've also told places which are not following. So now it's up to you to make the choice wisely. Next, students, hospitals and clinic. With hospitals and clinics, please understand, check the population of that place as well. If the population of the country is very less, then you should know that your exposure also will be very less. Your practice also will be very less. During your internship period also, you might find difficulty. Okay, so definitely check places where there is a lot of hospitals, clinics, and the population also is pretty high. Next, students, food. It might sound like a very silly thing, but understand, in India, the majority people are vegetarians, and there are also non-vegetarians, but again, selective eaters. Okay, but when you go to different places, you should understand that the lifestyle there, the food habits there is totally different. So make sure that you have this in your mind that, okay, in this place, I will not be able to get any Indian food. I have to adapt. So that kind of adaptations you have to understand and check. Okay. Next thing is safety. Again, sometimes might sound like a very silly thing, but please do understand, if you're not safe in the place that you're going, your duration of your course is longer. You're not going to do a 1-year course. So because of that, your safety matters a lot. If you're staying alone, everything, safety matters a lot. Check the crime rate of that place. Check the safety in the rank wise. You will get it on Google. Just put the place and see the rank. Okay, where it is falling. If it is falling very low, like no safety at all, please do not choose that, especially for all my girls out there. If you are planning to do MBBS abroad, first thing that you have to check is safety. I would tell you first is safety. Okay, next thing, students, most important thing, if you are going for another place, as I told you all the pros and cons, but even though I told you, if you are specific to one place, one college, then you have to do the research programs. What are the things that you would get there, right? What would they offer you? Next thing, reach out to the universities, and above all, reach out to a good agency. All of you know you have to go through an agency or a counselor. So definitely reach out to a good agency. If your agency is a scam by itself, then you're going to lose your money, time, budget. After going there, you will not even be able to do anything about it. So definitely check agencies that are, done a good job. Check on Google, review on YouTube, and also they might also give you portfolios of people who, went from these agencies and are right now doctors practicing in different hospitals. If you feel that any of the hospitals is near to your area, go there, meet the doctor, talk to them, and check if this agency have actually sent this person and this person got graduated from this respective college. Definitely agencies, counselors matter a lot. So do your research properly on this, because many students day by day get scammed, and a lot of frauds happen. Not only students for medical, for anything, when you go there, there are chances, high chances to get scammed. So be careful about that. Next thing is plan your timeline. As I told you, visa process is different for different countries. You should make your plan right now so that you have the entire thing structured, because it's not like here. There it's a different place. You are walking out of your comfort zone. You need to set everything properly. So students, this is the whole thing about your MBBS college. Now, if you want to know about a certain MBBS college, or you want to know about a certain country specifically, do not fail to put it in the comments, because I will be definitely checking your comments. And if there are a lot of comments about a certain place, I will definitely do video about it. Now, as I told you, safety also, a lot of people even wants to do MBBS, have done MBBS in Iran, Ukraine and all of that, multiple other places. But understand, right now the situation is not that safe, so I have not added those places here. Okay, so thank you so much for joining. If you like the video, do not forget to let me know in the comments, and also smash the like button and share with your friends who want to pursue MBBS this year itself and is trying multiple ways or finding another option. This is a good option. See you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.